title company know.
No,
And that's
they
one of
do
the
the
things-
lien run, and then
right.
it comes through, and then it still hasn't come to the court to the assessors, it's not on the books, and that could be,
I mean, is there
Some
any way
months.
for them to find
Well, we
out?
talked about that
Sometimes-
with Jerry,
I'm sorry.
basically just saying, you know, is there a way, a process that we can speed that up? And, you know, they were gonna kind of
maybe
look
this
into it.
ERP system, is
You
that
know,
gonna
That's what,
integrate some
yeah,
of
that's what
these?
he brought up, I thought, but, you know, there is, unfortunately, there is a little bit of a lag there, but in my opinion, that's not the city's fault.
Through the chair.
Sure.
Yeah, what happens sometimes, it depends on the title company. It's, some of them will call and say, is there anything pending? You know, and then we can give them that answer and say, yeah, but a lot of them just don't. They just do a title search and it's not on here because it'll get assessed at a certain time of year. I think twice a year they do the assessment.
And I
So
think
there
that's
is a
what
way
kind
they
of Paula's
could-
idea.
Yeah, all they have to do is make a phone call and get to the right department.
But like Michelle said, they're most likely gonna call the call center, and then they might not necessarily know yet because of something coming from the court that hasn't hit the assessors, right? You have all these different silo software
They would be in
systems
the
that are not
system almost-
communicating with each
If
other.
they call City Hall, they probably 90% of them will call and say, yeah, we do have this.
Yeah,
Okay.
if they call, if they made the effort to call.
And that's what part of Paula's idea was, is that, you know, they may not, you know, if they even called or whatever, that she wanted to make sure that the title company did call or check and all that stuff, and that's what I.
At least it puts the burden on them instead of on their
And
department.
then it creates a lot
Documents
less
and
work
it's
for the assessor and bringing in and all
Yeah.
that stuff before, you know, beforehand, so.
Yep.
Tim, I have a question while we're talking
Sure.
about assessor. Where are we at with an assessor? What are we doing?
So we've had a level 4 assessor position posted for how many months, Sheila? 6, 8 months?
Say eight.
We were going to make the effort to hire 2 and just run them parallel to try to, you know, bring the department into, you know, better staffing. And we did interview an assessor last week, and we are in the process of negotiating, if you will. So, you know, we'll update you. We are simultaneously, though, preparing an RFP to go out for assessing services, which is what a lot of communities have turned to. So we'll run both tracks to either A, get a bid in from a company, or B, hire somebody. But, you know, the issue is that there's not a lot of level 4 assessors out there, and that's what we have to have.
If you do hire somebody, are they an LOE or are they hired in a body?
Just depends if they go into TGM or an LOE. It depends. A lot of times
Negotiations.
it's their comfort level. It depends where they come from, what they're used to. So they could go into TGM, that's where Jerry was, or they could go in LOE like some of the previous assessors.
Do they have a choice when they come in?
No, it's really our choice, but if they come from an environment where they were part of a union, typically that's where they want to stay, and we have that option.
And you'll, as soon as you find that, you know, something happens, you will let us know, correct? Guess what, we've got a guy, or we got a girl, or
Well,
we're
we
hired out to
we
this
do
person's company or whatever.
have to be a bit sensitive, just because of timing with people telling other employers.
Correct.
And, so we have to respect kind of their timeline.
I mean, we're gonna know before the city knows, and the people on the outside know, we're gonna know before. We have an assessor now, or we don't have an assessor, we have a
As
company.
soon as we can, both sides can publicly announce it, we'll announce it. So-
Well, if it's a company, you approve it.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Pardon? Alright, I just hate, I don't like to use that word hate, knowing after the fact, not everything.
Item 19 is a motion to approve payment in the amount of $5,850 to National Paid Home Buyers for the down payment assistance for home buyer number 2019-08 funded through the home grant. This is Mr. Ball, that's pretty explanatory. Okay, item 20 is a motion to approve fiscal year 2019-2020 budget amendment at number 2020-001. Okay, yeah, Richard's here to answer any questions on that. Mr. Miller?
Chair, what Jason put together was just some basic cleanups for, you know, some things that we've noticed with like Dell recalculating their lease, things like that, stuff that was approved previously. So if there's any detailed questions, I can pass them on to Jason, or if you want to know, they'll address them.
Is there any other questions? Item 21 is a motion to approve expenditure for DPW Act 48 amount not to exceed $150,000 in accordance with the attached schedule. Purchases are for fiscal year 2019, 2020. Mr. Bach.
These are, we have a couple of them on here that just kind of slipped through the cracks on all the other blanket POs that we presented earlier. We noticed that we didn't have some for a couple of the vendors that we usually use. And the Act 48 is tree trimming, basically for the tree trimming contract that we have.
Well, my only concern is we want to, pro stump grinding expires in December of 2019, I see on here. So do we really want to allocate that kind of money?
Last year, we allocated over 300, I think. They're going to use all this up this summer.
That's my other question. It seems like we're spending a ton of money
And
with this company and tree removal and all this. I mean,
It's all tree trimming, it's related mostly to good to great, because it's been years since a lot of these neighborhoods have had any tree trimming at all. So that's what most of that is. I don't think there's any tree removal, is there?
no, this is basically tree trimming. It's a very good price. They're doing it for $35 a tree, per tree. And when they're not in the good to greats, we keep them going in all other areas of the neighborhood. And I can provide you a map of the areas that we've done since we have contracted out the tree trimming. They're making a big dent in our community.
Would you provide that, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
So they're supplementing our own staff that's doing the same.
Like our staff today is in Heritage Park trimming trees.
Okay.
Yeah, we do use our own staff when they're available for some of the tree trimming. Not as much as the contractor does. They are much more efficient.
How many crews do they have, you know?
The tree trimming crew? I can't tell you. But they have put a really large dent. I mean, when I first got here, we had CRMs that for tree trimming. They were just very hard to keep up. We don't hardly get them.
Who takes down the dead trees? Don't they take them down?
They give us a price. It depends.
Okay.
You know, but they do have that as part of the contract. They have grinding and tree removal.
Keith, what is Act 48 eligible expenses?
At work in the right of way.
In the right of way?
Yeah, it has to be spent in the right of way. That's the money. The Act 48 is basically the Metro Act for telecommunications companies that come in and do work. They don't have to. They used to have to go through the city, pay a permit fee. Now they're exempt from the permit fees through the state of Michigan, and the companies that are eligible under Act 48, and as a matter of fact, we'll probably soon bring an extension to one of the companies. They provide a check to the state. The state does the cost sharing through the communities who are in the Act 48. So this money is actually coming in from telecommunications companies that do work in the right of way.
All right, item 22 is a motion to receive and file setup and configuration of computer and software for truck scale PC and Waymaster software for Compost Site. Is this you or
Yep,
just me?
it's me. What this is our computer went down. I think we brought this to you previously, and the previous invoice was for the hardware, the actual computer, and this is in the software, and this is actually to come in and set up the software and the configuration. They had 2 employees come in at, I think but that's what this is for. It was done under emergency because we didn't have any, the computers were down. We were estimating the loads. So, and I gotta say, they did come in very quick to get it done. And it is a sole source contract, because it had to be compatible with our scale.
3275 was the amount.
Yes.
All right, any other questions? Okay, if not, item 23 is motion to approve expenditures for sewer operating supplies in an amount not to exceed $13,500 in accordance with the attached schedule. Purchases are for fiscal year 2019, 2020. Mr. Bott?
Yeah, that's just the 2 of them that we noticed didn't get make the previous council meetings for the sewer operating fund.
Anybody got any questions on that? Item 24 is a motion to approve expenditures for sewer equipment rental and repairs in the amount not to exceed $8,000 in accordance with the attached schedule. Purchases are for fiscal year 2019-2020. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Bott? 25, we already covered that one. 6 is a motion to approve document disposal services through Shred Court, low bid in the amount not to exceed $2,412, plus surcharges, funds allocated through various accounts. Any questions for Cindy, or?
It's just a pretty simple contract, Mr. Chairman. We've had a company before, you remember, we had the boxes in our offices, and those were brought here, gosh, probably 2009, 2010. Eventually, just became owned by a different company, and then we started looking into, if we combine the service with my records purge that I do every year when I clean out my file area, and then hazardous waste days, what kind of pricing could we get? And we did get a very good deal. I'm looking, once this is approved, my shred day will be announced in September for the public. And because we were getting such a good price from this company, I'm gonna try to hold 2 a year, so fall and a spring. So we'll have another one at,
Would you be doing one this fall?
yes, it'll be in September, I'll announce the date tomorrow night.
And will we still have the boxes though, like, that we can put?
You guys are
We
gonna
constantly
get,
have stuff we gotta shred, and
yeah,
then
you're gonna get
the workers have to take it over.
executive bin, it's called, you'll
Okay.
get one of those and they'll empty it, I believe it's monthly.
Yeah, and just the departments, Cindy sent out an email for the departments